I wanted to tell you guys about a dignity story real quick. But at the casino, there was this blackjack dealer, right? And I thought about this. We've all probably had these moments where you're just like, man, at first you're a little offended, but then later you start to figure out, like, okay, there's way more to it. I kept saying, hey, man, can I buy in some chips and play, And he kept ignoring me, and then he looked at me, he's like, and he like shook his head. And there was no reason I wasn't allowed to play. The point of this story is it's about dignity and just being treated nicely, but then also not knowing why the person's going through a bunch of stuff.
Since day one, we've been about our business, to change the world and scale the business. We started in Jersey, extended to Maine, and then we built out in Cali and in Miami. We ain't co-workers here, man, we family. That's how we can always go and serve your family. Hey, look, we get it, just know that we on a mission. Behaviors and such, we mask up for the kids. Look at the photos, look at they pictures. You can tell in they spirit they really living. We teach them through reinforcement, then turn them independent. So fulfilling for real, man. Damn, fam, what a feeling. We changed the world through science, hey, man, we win it. And we did all of this even going through a pandemic. Because with all our cases, it's still smiles and growth in all their faces. And we did all of this for all our children.
The guy, I don't know, he just seemed really raw and nasty, and I'm thinking, the first thing that goes through my mind usually is, that's mean, I gotta teach him a lesson. That was the old me. But then I started realizing, like, there's gotta be something this guy's going through. All of a sudden, the vice president comes down on the floor. The guy, like, perked up, the dealer. The vice president said, yo, get this guy whatever he wants, right? What I realized that the dealer was still just doing something because he was told to do it by the vice president. I could tell he wasn't in a good mood and something was wrong. So the guy nodded his head and he was like hustling really quickly to get things done. And unfortunately, I feel anyone that's in any line of service, whether it's housekeeping, whether it's a casino dealer, they must be going through a lot, clearly, because stuff goes on in their lives and it's really hard. Just like we all have had stuff go on. So the dealer was just complying to the request and nodding his head and then getting things. But then when I sat down and I just started playing, and the dealer had worked already like 16 hours. I just started asking him questions and making conversation, because quite frankly, playing blackjack is boring to me. It's boring as hell. It's really boring. So the guy was like a really nice guy, and I just kept talking to him. I was like, my goal is to see if I can make this guy smile. I want to see if I can make his day. And at one time I go, can I just see a little smile? Like, there were some things that I saw him smile about, but it was because I was just sitting there listening to him and treating him with dignity. And I responded well to him by not demanding anything. So what I saw out of this guy, the dealer, was that after asking questions and finding out a lot more about his history, after working all those hours and not sleeping, and then finding out that the guy next to me was a total dick to him at the blackjack table, and then finding out that he had a death in the family, and then finding out that the guy is just constantly abused by people that are angry at the blackjack table. A lot happened to this guy. I start telling him, I'm like, I can't really reach over there with my chip. Again, it's like first world problems. It's kind of stupid. I'm like, I can't really reach over there with my chip, but I'm going to push it over here. And he's like, I got that, man. And then he started like helping, right? I'm like, because he saw my vulnerabilities, which were not moving my arms too well. It was interesting because then the guy was smiling, and then I just listened, and it was just total reciprocal. Two people that don't know each other, and there's nothing he really wanted from me other than kindness and compassion of understanding shit he had gone through. And then he starts telling me about his shoulder, that he can't move it, and that the one arm is just killing him. He's taking all kinds of painkillers, and the guy's really in pain right now. What I saw was all this discretionary effort after I started listening to him, which you guys all know is a result of positive reinforcement, not coercion and force and just doing the bare minimum. It was really cool. The guy was like, yo, my break is at this time. you feel like chatting? I was like, hell yeah, because they get like a 14-minute break max. And I'm like, yeah, I'll leave all my shit there. Let's talk. And the guy was just a super nice guy that had been beat down by life, injured. And the initial feeling that I had of feeling like I was being treated really mean was only for like a split second. And the first thing I thought of was like, this guy's got to be going through a lot. And again, the example is kind of goofy because it's like not, it's about a casino, but it's about the dignity that you need to treat people with.
Phoenix rising through ashes, through any storm we can weather. Now watch us thrive in our classes.